Hello everyone, welcome back to Behind the Pages with Maggie, breaking barriers one story at a time. So today is episode 9, and in this episode I bring to you a very special story that I've really enjoyed reading in the past few weeks or so when I first found out. This is written by Eve Bunting and illustrated by Ted Lewin, and it is a book titled One Green Apple. Now, I understand it is definitely a pity to not see the beautiful and gorgeous sun-drenched paintings that is, illustrated and painted by Ted Lewin, but I think Eve Bunting's sensitive text will immediately engage you as a reader, as you'll be putting another child's shoes in this very timely story of a young Muslim immigrant. And of course, before we begin the story, I would really like to, as I always do, give you a bit of context as to what is happening so that you know where the story is going to lead to. So our protagonist in the story is Farah, who feels alone even when surrounded by her classmates. She listens and nods, but doesn't speak. It is hard being the new kid in school, especially when you're from another country and don't know the language. Then, on a field trip to an apple orchard, Farah discovers there are lots of things that sound the same as they did at home, from dogs crunching their food to the ripple of friendly laughter. And as she helps the class make apple cider, Farah connects with the other students and begins to feel that she belongs. So without further ado, I think we would begin on this very important story that I believe illustrates how a young girl overcomes her fear as a new immigrant and garners the strength to ultimately find that connection and sense of belonging within her new community. This is my second day in the new school, in the new country. There to be no lesson today because we're going somewhere. Other days will not be like this one. Tomorrow I will go again to the class where I will learn to speak English. Mothers drive us to the start of an orchard, where a hay wagon is waiting. We climb on and lean against the bundles of hay. The wagon is pulled by a tractor, and we jolt along. I think it odd to have boys and girls sit together. It was not like this in my village. The students know each other, but they don't me, and I don't know them. I can't understand them when they speak, and I can't speak to them. Some are friendly, but some look at me coldly and smile cruel smiles. I hear my country mentioned, not fondly. I would prefer to go home, but my father has explained to me that we are not always liked here. Our home country and our new one have had difficulties, he says, but it will be good for us here in time. How much time, I wonder. I am different, too, in other ways. My jeans and t-shirt look like theirs, but my dupatta covers my head and shoulders. I have not seen anyone else wearing a dupatta, though all the girls and women in my home country do. The girl who sits next to me smiles and points to herself. Anna, she says. She points to me. Farah? I nod and say Farah, which is my name. Then I look across the field where cows graze. I am tight inside myself. 3 dogs come and run in front of us. I think they belong here and know the way. I once had a dog called Hadis. We stop at a place where apple trees bunch together. I find out we are to pick the fruit. Old apples are falling in the grass. The 3 dogs are eating them. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The crunches sound like Hadis's. Our teacher gathers us around her. She talks to the class. Then she looks at me in a kind way. 1, she says. She touches an apple, then picks it. "One," she says again. I am to take only one, as the other students have done. I nod, and I want to say I understand. It's not that I'm stupid, it's just that I'm lost in this new place. But I don't know how to tell her. I pull away from the rest. Beside me is a tree, shorter than the others, that does not seem to belong. It is small and alone, like me. And a few hard green apples hang from its branches. I twist one off. It fits perfectly in my hand. We hold our apples and run and slide down a hill. The dogs race ahead. Their ears blow backward, inside out, pink and shiny. And at the bottom of the hill is a little crooked house made of wood. I wonder if a cow lives in it, or a goat. Perhaps it is a home of a shepherd. In the house is a wooden machine with a metal handle. I see no cow or goat or shepherd. The house is here for some other reason. Our teacher lines us up. One by one, we plop our apples into the machine. I will be last to drop my small green one. My teacher seems about to speak. Then she shrugs and smiles. A boy shouts, "Hey!" He moves toward me, as if to stop me from putting in my little green apple. But he is too late. It has already gone. There are blades inside the machine that chop the apples, and the students begin to push on the handle that presses the chopped up apples. The skin and the pulp stay in the bag while the juice flows through. I hang back, not sure if I should be with the others. Pushing the handle must be hard. They lean against it and grunt. I am strong. I can help. I take a step toward them. Anna calls and waves to me to come beside her. A boy makes a place for me on the handle between them. I am pleased. We pushed and pushed. It is hard, but we are working together and we can do it. The juice drips down. Drip, drip, drip. Our teacher has brought paper cups, and we line up again, fill them and drink. We lick our lips. I think I taste my special apple. Apple cider, Anna says. That must be what we are drinking. I say the word inside myself where it can't be heard. Apple. The other word is too difficult. Our teacher is speaking. She is holding out a bag for our cups and making signs that we must get ready to leave. Anna sits next to me in the wagon as we ride back. There is a boy on my other side. "Jim," he says and points at himself. I nod. "Jim," I say silently. Hay tickles my arms and makes Anna sneeze. It smells of dry sunshine. Jim pats his stomach and a belch jumps from his throat. Everyone laughs. I do too. Laughs sound the same at home, just the same. So do sneezes and belches and lots of things. It is the words that are strange, but soon I will know their words. I will blend with the others the way my apple blended with the cider. I take a deep breath. Apple, I say. Anna claps, and I smile and smile and smile. It is my first outside myself word, and there will be more. Well, that is it for episode 9, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed the story, and I cannot wait to see you again for our 10th episode. Goodbye for now.